So last time we finished all our components. This is our app, and now we'll start building our functionalities. So to start, we're gonna use Redux. Let's go check the documentation for Redux Toolkit. Let's go get started, and let's see. What I need is this and this one. So I'm gonna go to my app. Let's close this, create a new terminal. And let's paste it. And let's wait for the installation. So Redux is a state management tool that we will use, and later we would add Redux Persister. What Redux Persister does is Redux Persist. It saves our states into the local storage, which makes it even if we close our app, the state stays saved until we remove the cache, basically. So let's install React-Redux. Use this one, and I will install also Redux Persist. So the idea here is that we will need the store.js, and we would need a folder for the reducer or slice, because Redux Toolkit comes with a way to store our data where we put our actions and our initial state and everything into a slice. So let's check tutorial overview, quick start. I guess quick start gonna give us. So this is an example. We're using JavaScript. This is an example for the store where we take it and paste it here in the store. Here I create a to-dos slice.js for the slice. Let's check Redux Toolkit. Where's the slice? So what we have to do first is they say that we need to go to the index.js, and let's go to the index. So we are exporting this. We'll go to the main, because we're using Vite, it's called main. We'll import the store, and we'll import provider from React-Redux. So all we need to do to send our store data to the app is to envelop our app with this provider. Remove this. Looking good. Now next step would be to create the slice. Let's take this example. Go to the slice. Do this. Let's just remove this. So these are actions, and this is our initial state. And this, we're gonna call it to-dos slice. To-do slice. Here we are exporting actions, and this we are just exporting the reducer. Let's call it to-dos. The initial value would be to-dos, and let's just give it a list of to-dos. For example, name, do the dishes, and it's gonna have category cleaning, and it would be done false. So our to-dos will have a name, a category, and the boolean if it is done or not. And let's see, we need a delete to do, we need to update to do, and we need add to do. So let's see. For the delete to do, let's export first all our actions. So this is our state. Each action comes with our state, and the action.payload is what we are passing as a parameter to this action. So let's see. To delete the to do, I will need the action dot the action, and let's give it an ID of 1, for example, and let's see. What I want to do is state.todos equals to state.todos.filter to-do.id doesn't equal action.payload. So what does this do is .filter method. It's an array method in JavaScript. It's gonna go through our array, and it's gonna create a new array where the values accepts this condition. So it's gonna go through all the array. If our action.payload exists, it's gonna remove it, and it's gonna return an array of objects where we don't have the ID equals this one. It's gonna return just the objects that doesn't have the action.payload ID. So for this one, we're gonna go, let's check this one first. This one is easier. State.todos equals the value of state.todos, and we will add action.payload. And the update one, for the update to do, it's gonna be just looking state dot to-dos equals which one to update. So action, yeah. So I'm gonna remove the ID and or I can go and map and find the ID, then change it. We can do something like this. Let's go with this one for now. But choose equals action this payload dot ID, I guess. Action dot payload is an ID. This one needs to be an ID, so we will remove it and we will add, yeah, we will add ID, and we would add state.todos with action.payload here. Yeah, seems good to me. Seems all good. So let's go back and check. The next thing we need to do is to import it in the store. So let's import to-dos reducer from reducer slash to-do slice. Let's check, it's this one, and we would add to-dos reducer. All seems good. So now to get the state, we use useSelector hook, and to dispatch actions we can use the useDispatch hook. Now let's go to persistor and configure this one. And let's see. So on the store, we need to go create store, persist reducer, persist store. Trying to, I don't remember how to configure this, and it needs persistor. Where do we configure this persistor? Persistor object, persistor. Let's look documentation is very descriptive with Redux Toolkit. So persisted with the Redux Toolkit. I guess this article would give us a better answer. Use reducer. In the store, they say that we need to use this. We have storage, Redux, thunk, and configure store, use reducer. Let's take all this and let's put it here in the store. I don't think I didn't install Redux thunk, and let's go back there. So we have the persist config, and we need to use this, the persist reducer. And let's see. So persisted reducer, it's gonna be to-dos reducer. And let's give it here. And the middleware would be thunk. Export persistor. So now that we're done with the persistor, all we need to do is to go back to our app, I mean the main, and get the persistor. And we will wrap our app with this one. Persist gate. It's not imported, so I'll import it here. Seems all good. Let's go back to our app. Something seems not right. The counter slice is not defined. Where do we still have a counter slice? It says that we have it here. We have it at the to-dos slice. So counter slice. Here. So it's to-dos slice. Do we have a problem? I don't think we have a problem. So let's test it out. Let's go to our app and import useSelector. Let's get our tools equal useSelector state dot tools, and console log it here. And here we are, we get our to-do. Seems good. We did Redux setup, and it's gonna be persistent. And next time we will look more into adding a to-do and working adding a to-do and deleting editing. I prefer that we start with delete and edit, then we would go for the other functionality.